This is The Hard Naked Truth with your host, Michael Jeffriess. Each episode, we bring to you industry experts, disruptors, business owners, and even a few financial superheroes. It's time to let your guard down, embrace the naked truth, and conquer the financial jungle like never before.
Welcome back to The Hard Naked Truth. We're on live at the 2025 LYD 25 Unstoppable Growth Conference. Sitting on the hot couch with me right now in his beautiful bright pink jacket is Stan Phelps, who just recently came off stage. He's got 2 more sessions to do. The first one was an absolute banger. I was fortunate enough to actually play golf with Stan yesterday as well. And
yeah, we had a fun time.
We did. You wouldn't believe we shot 10 under off the stick and still only came third. But
at the bronze.
Yeah, one of the things I loved about the session this morning, Stan, it really resonates with me, which I'm obviously Group CEO of Lightyear Groups and Lightyear Docs, but I also have an ownership in and created or was the founder of a brand in Australia called Naked Accounting. So, and, in terms of awareness and standing out, it's like Pink Goldfish. You go on our website, Naked Accounting, our marketing team came to me and said, we've got this crazy idea. We want to put it out there. And it was about I think it's the $1 billion shave company.
Yeah.
And they said, we want you to go to the beer tap that we've got and walk naked through the office with just my Jordans on. I love Jordans. Yeah. And close the door behind you. And so I had a beer and a bottle of Verve champagne. And it's the biggest talking point. Surprisingly, we've signed some very large accounting clients in the country on the back end of it.
Wow.
And we do the client journey, and our focus is on customer experience and everything. So it's not just about the shock factor.
So no one took you to small claims court?
No. Yeah. Well,
no complaints.
No. Well, potentially over the small thing that I might be endowed with, but yeah, no, there was nothing of that type. But what are your thoughts on that?
I love it. I love it that you were able to embrace it when your team came to you and said, "Hey, we have this idea. We want to lean into it." That's great. And you fully embraced it,
yes.
which is really was the talk of the how do you stand out is you have to have the ability to think differently and not kind of question, have the mentality of like, how can we even push it even further? So I love that.
Yeah, especially in our industry, because accounting, accountants can tend to be labeled as boring and, so we really wanted to, and when marketing came to me and showed me the brand, I was sort of a bit, I'm not so sure. And then went to the gym that night and I went, you know what? And a pun on words, I went, I'm balls deep. I'm like, yeah. And we went for it. And, we haven't looked back, and it continues to grow and grow and grow,
Right. So I like we talk about Pink Goldfish. It's 2 strategies. There's a maximize strategy. So how do you turn up the volume a bit?
Yes.
And how do you make it even a little bit more and
take
push?
It to 11.
Yeah, take it to 11, one louder. Or, I think this is the harder thing is how do we realize we don't have to do everything?
Yes.
And maybe to turn down the volume to 0, because that gives us the time and the energy and the resources to reinvest in the things that truly make a difference.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what sort of things, for the listeners, should they be thinking about investing once you get that back that time?
Yeah, I think we talked about the process. So the first step is always trying to become aware of what makes you unique and different.
Yep.
And it's hard to see it sometimes ourselves. We have to ask others, how do we stand out? And then I think once we know what makes us a little different or weird or even imperfect in some ways, then it's really, instead of trying to, push against it, it's how do I wrap my arms around it? Mm-hmm. And then how do I take the next step of trying to, we call align. So how do we show up on a daily basis? And then once you got that cracked, then the fun part is, because then you can really turn it up,
really wrench it
and
up,
embrace. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the examples you showed in relation to the ski field in terms of the one star.
The exposing.
Yeah, they completely embraced it, didn't they?
Right.
And that really resonated, made sense.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to antagonize When people that aren't your target, don't be afraid to push them back, because you're doing them a favor. You're also doing your own clients a favor to attract them. When you start to repel some, you attract others. And and if people say negative things about you that are part of what makes you different and unique, don't apologize for it.
Yeah, run with it.
Expose it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what are your thoughts on, obviously the big buzzword is AI. And it's AI's been around for a lot longer than people probably realise.
Right.
But it's consumerized, I guess, now to a certain degree, and businesses are starting to embrace it more and more. Mine is you need to be ahead of the curve, otherwise.
Sure.
And there's a lot of, especially our industry and a lot of other industries that you're hearing people scared saying, "I'm going to lose my job." No, it's not going to replace me. That won't replace the humans, and I don't think they actually realise what revolution we've actually got here and in front of us.
Well, I mean, there's probably been 5 versions. You could take AI and set, it's happened 5 or 6 times where people are like, well, we don't want to change. We want to keep it the way we've done it for X long. And there's only 2 groups of people: the ones that actually embrace it and leverage it. And then there's those that continue to do what they've always done, and they get left behind. I like thinking about AI more as augmented intelligence.
Yes.
Because really it's taking you to the next level. It's not a replacement of you. It's how do you provide more value? How do you do it faster? How do you reduce the effort that your clients have to have? And once you look at it through that lens, it becomes just a great tool, but it's not of itself, it's not going to replace you as an individual.
Yeah. And then one other thing on my keynote tomorrow, I'm going to talk about what we've got bringing to market and stuff, and calling it practical AI. So it effectively is practical AI to make you more knowledgeable, you more efficient, and then delivering what you want to deliver. So, yeah. So, Stan, thanks for joining me on the Hard Naked Truth. Thanks for being part of the Unstoppable Growth Conference.
Yeah.
Look forward to the sessions tomorrow.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks.
It's time to wrap up another episode of the Hard Naked Truth, where we've stripped down the business world and accounting industry like never before. Follow all of our socials and share and keep following this podcast. Remember, when it comes to running a business and protecting your assets, keep it hard, keep it naked, and keep it real. Stay naked, stay truthful, and keep winning.